Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about alternative investments. So, before starting this video, please click I like it and subscribe to our channel for future updates. What is an alternative investment? An alternative investment is an investment in assets different from cash, stocks, and bonds. Alternative investments can be investments in tangible assets such as precious metals or wine. In addition, they can be investments in financial assets such as private equity, distressed securities, and hedge funds. Generally, alternative investments tend to show a low correlation with traditional investments, stocks, bonds. In addition, some alternative investments come with extremely complicated valuation and are highly illiquid. Due to such reasons, certain types of alternative investments are quite popular among financial institutions and high net worth individuals. Alternative investments may be a great addition to an investor's portfolio. Many alternative investments provide significantly greater returns relative to traditional investments. Also, the availability of a wide range of alternative investments makes them a viable option despite the investor's risk tolerance or perceptions of the market. Features of alternative investments. Almost all alternative investments come with the following features that distinguish them from traditional forms of investment. 1. Low correlation with the traditional investments. This may be extremely beneficial to potential investors because the low correlation provides opportunities for portfolio diversification. 2. Hard to determine the underlying value. Alternative investments are often inherently complicated when it comes to valuation. The valuation of an alternative investment may require specific knowledge, and some exotic investments, such as fine art, may show unpredictable demand patterns. In addition, they may be unique in their nature, which also complicates the valuation. 3. Relatively low liquidity. Generally, alternative investments possess relatively low liquidity, especially compared to traditional investments. The low liquidity can be explained by the absence of centralized markets and the low demand for some of the assets relative to traditional investments. Think about works of contemporary art. In addition, some of the investments come with restrictions regarding exiting from the investment. 4. High purchasing costs. Alternative investments are frequently associated with high purchasing costs. Some alternative investments such as hedge funds require a minimum investment amount, as well as a fee. What are the key characteristics of alternative investments? Alternative investments tend to have high fees and minimum investments, compared to retail-oriented mutual funds and ETFs. They also tend to have lower transaction costs, and it can be harder to get verifiable financial data for these assets. Alternative investments also tend to be less liquid than conventional securities, meaning that it may be difficult even to value some of the more unique vehicles because they are so thinly traded. How can alternative investments be useful to investors? Some investors seek out alternative investments because they have a low correlation with the stock and bond markets, meaning that they maintain their values in a market downturn. Also, hard assets such as gold, oil, and real property are effective hedges against inflation. For these reasons, many large institutions such as pension funds and family offices seek to diversify some of their holdings in alternative investment vehicles. Thanks for watching.